Welcome everyone to our Packers news position preview, virtually alongside Ryan Wood. I am Olivia Reiner. Today we're going to be taking a look at the 2020 wide receivers and discussing some of the major trends heading into this upcoming season. Ryan, the Packers have a pretty young receiving core, excluding Davante Adams, within Allen Lazard, Marquez Valdes-Scantling, and someone who's going to be making his return to the Packers this season, Equanimeous St. Brown. So with Lazard, he had a breakout season last season, 3 touchdowns, 35 receptions, 477 yards. Marquez Valdes-Scantling had a bit more of a difficult season, struggled with some injury issues early on, was still able to post 2 touchdowns by the end of the season. Who of this younger core, Ryan, is going to be making the biggest jump this upcoming season?
Well, I'm glad you specify with younger core because Devin Funchess, having played almost no games last year, it might be the answer to that. But from the younger core, the easy answer, especially if you listen to the organizational kind of message this offseason, would be Allen Lazard. Ryan Gutekunst has made no bones about it. He's very high in Allen Lazard. He believes that he's a guy that can make that jump from being kind of a fringe contributor, a fringe starter, to a full-time starter, potentially a number 2 behind Davante Adams this fall. If it were me, though, I still think that the largest jump to be made very much is Marquez Valdes-Scantling. I mean, he's so talented. The talent is there. There's no question about the athletic ability. He's a 4'3" guy, 6'4", 6'5", really long. Everything you want from a physical tool standpoint. He's a guy that, very much like Davante Adams in his second season in 2015, just hit a skid. I mean, he hit a funk last year. He looked like a receiver who had lost his confidence. And Matt LaFleur's made it very clear he expects Marquez Valdes-Scantling to be a contributor. He's a guy, Matt LaFleur said, that needs to get back on track. If he's able to do that, he's a guy that we've seen make big play after big play after big play early in his career. I still think that's in there. It's just a matter of him finding that groove again. If he's able to, I think it could be a big jump.
Valdes-Scantling and Lazard, 2 of the younger players who might make a big jump in 2020. Ryan, as you mentioned, there's also Devin Funchess, who the Packers signed in free agency. He's 26 years old. However, he already has 5 years of experience in the league. However, he missed, as you mentioned, the majority of the 2019 season when he was signed to a 1-year deal with the Indianapolis Colts. He is a bigger player. He's 6'4", 225 pounds. What role can a big body like Devin Funchess bring to the wide receiving room?
Experience. That's a role that they don't have much of behind Davante Adams. He's a guy that's played a lot in this league. He's contributed and produced in this league. He's a 500, 600-yard receiving type guy that on a roster at a position that, other than Davante Adams, nobody had 500 yards last year. I mean, it was the first time in almost 4 decades that only one receiver on the entire offense had 500 yards. That's hard to do, that level of limited production. So, Devin Funchess is a guy that's going to have an opportunity to be that number 2. In a lot of ways, he's very similar from a skill set kind of standpoint as Geronimo Allison, that big catch radius, not a speed burner, but a guy who's very physical, a guy that can use his length. However, the difference is obviously he's played a lot more than Geronimo Allison, who is now with the Lions.
The Packers did not pick up a receiver in this year's draft, so we'll see if Devin Funchess can bring some new firepower to that Packers wide receiving room. That's going to do it for us, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you check out all of our other position previews over on PackersNews.com. For Ryan, I'm Olivia. We'll see you next time.